In the frozen heart of Antarctica, where almost nothing can survive, a strange red river flows from beneath an ancient glacier. For decades, this mysterious waterfall looked like a natural impossibility, hidden in one of the most isolated places on Earth. But beneath the ice, scientists discovered a world trapped for millions of years, revealing secrets about life in extreme environments. And the truth behind blood falls is far more incredible than anyone expected. Antarctica is the coldest continent on Earth, a frozen wilderness where temperatures can fall below -60 degrees Celsius, and liquid water is almost impossible to find. For more than a century, explorers believed this endless landscape held few surprises beyond its towering glaciers and endless ice. But hidden deep within one remote valley, nature quietly challenged everything they thought they knew. In 1911, British geologist Thomas Griffith Taylor made an unexpected discovery while exploring the McMurdo Dry Valleys. Flowing from the face of Taylor Glacier was a stream of deep red water, as if the ice itself had begun to bleed. The sight puzzled scientists for generations and raised a simple but powerful question. How could flowing water exist in one of the coldest places on Earth? When blood falls was first discovered, its deep red color immediately sparked speculation. Some believed unusual algae had stained the water. Others suspected rare minerals hidden beneath the glacier. But without modern technology, scientists had little evidence to explain what they were seeing.
If it isn't algae, then something beneath the glacier must be feeding this color.
But we've never found flowing water trapped beneath ice like this before.
As decades passed, each new expedition brought better equipment and fresh ideas. Yet every answer seemed to create another question. The red water continued to emerge from the glacier, refusing to reveal its true origin. To solve the mystery, scientists realized they would have to investigate far below the frozen surface itself.
Winch tension test complete.
As the drilling began, the same research team lowered their instruments through the ancient ice. Then, the monitors detected something impossible. Deep beneath Taylor Glacier was liquid water. The team paused to verify every reading, realizing they had uncovered a discovery that could change how scientists understood Antarctica.
These readings are consistent. The pun meant there's liquid beneath the glacier.
At this depth? That shouldn't be possible.
Further analysis confirmed what the instruments had suggested. Hidden beneath the glacier was an ancient reservoir of extremely salty water, sealed away beneath the ice for an unimaginable length of time. The salt prevented the water from freezing completely, allowing it to remain liquid despite Antarctica's brutal temperatures. But solving one mystery immediately created another. If this hidden water had survived for so long, what else had been preserved inside it? The discovery raised a much bigger question. This was not simply water trapped beneath a glacier. The extreme salt concentration had allowed it to remain liquid under conditions where ordinary water would freeze solid. Now scientists wanted to know what this isolated environment had been preserving, and whether the chemistry of the water could reveal anything about Antarctica's ancient past. The samples became more than evidence of liquid water. Their chemistry offered a rare window into an environment isolated beneath the ice, where conditions had remained remarkably different from the surface above. Scientists could examine dissolved minerals, ancient chemical signatures, and traces carried through the underground system. And the deeper they looked, the more this hidden reservoir began to resemble a time capsule buried beneath Antarctica. The chemistry of the water offered something the surface could not. It preserved clues about the environment that existed long before the modern Antarctic landscape took shape. Scientists began comparing the dissolved minerals with the surrounding rocks, searching for evidence of how water had moved beneath the ice. Each sample became another piece of a much older story. But the most interesting evidence was not sitting on the laboratory table. It was hidden in the relationship between the water, the rock, and the ice around them.
The water isn't just sitting there, it's moving through the rock.
The researchers began to realize that the reservoir was not an isolated pocket. It was part of a much larger underground system. The evidence suggested that the reservoir was far larger than a single pocket of trapped water. To understand it, scientists had to look beyond the original drilling site. They began mapping the movement of water through the surrounding rock, using measurements from different points beneath the ice. Slowly, the separate readings began connecting into a much larger picture. Beneath the ice was an underground network that had been hidden from the surface for generations. But mapping the system revealed something even more important. The water was not simply sitting beneath the ice. It was interacting with the rock around it, moving through fractures and collecting minerals along the way.
It's moving through the rock. That means this system is still active.
That movement could explain how such an unusual environment survived beneath one of Earth's coldest landscapes. But the underground water system raised an even more remarkable possibility. If liquid water had remained beneath the glacier for such an extraordinary length of time, it was not necessarily an empty environment. Scientists had already detected microbial communities associated with the brine. These organisms live without sunlight, in extreme cold and darkness, drawing energy from chemical reactions between the water and the surrounding minerals. That changed the meaning of the discovery completely. Scientists were no longer studying only an unusual flow of salty water. They were looking at an isolated ecosystem operating under conditions that seem almost impossible on the surface.
What's remarkable is that they don't need sunlight. The chemistry itself gives them a way to survive.
And because the organisms survive using chemistry rather than sunlight, the environment became interesting far beyond Antarctica. Blood Falls is not evidence of blood, and it is not simply a strange red waterfall. It is a window into a hidden environment beneath the Antarctic ice. Ancient salty water, rock, chemistry, and microbial life have combined to create a system almost completely separated from the world above. And that is exactly why scientists find it so valuable.
We study places like this because Earth may show us where life could survive elsewhere.
It offers a natural laboratory for asking questions that reach far beyond Earth. If life can survive in darkness beneath a frozen world here, where else might nature have found a way?